Ken, thank you so much for coming and inaugurating the Pink Couch, the post-pandemic Pink Couch. This is our very first time, and it's wonderful to have you here in your new role at TDC, right ahead of your conference.
Yes.
So,
thanks for welcoming me.
Oh, well, thank you. So we have a lot to talk about. What is going to be the theme of the conference? Because it's so important for us to understand as an industry how you are going to be addressing your members, how you're going to motivate them, remotivate them. Are they motivated? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, yes, we are launching our first in-person conference here in Toronto in 3 years. So it's been quite a while since we all got together. And you say, motivation is so important. Our theme for this event is Rebound, which kind of came, as obvious, or just like, yes, this is really what we need, is for everybody to rebound together as the industry, is at a turning point and we're moving ahead and the business resumption is here and, there's a lot of good positive signs for the coming year. So, rebounding is about, everybody's lived different things and has been through a lot in the past couple of years. And now really, it's about what direction we're going. It's about being ready and prepared and having all the right tools as we together. And that includes a bunch of different things which we can talk about when it comes to marketing and everything, programs, but it's also about the energy and motivating everyone and making sure that we're ready and well equipped for that future that is looking bright ahead of us. So we're all going to rebound together this weekend.
I'm very glad to hear that. We were at the ACTA conference yesterday, and one of the panels was about how the advisors are now really finding a shift in not just them valuing themselves, which of course is extremely important, it's key, but also consumers valuing the advisor, of course, because of everything they've been through. They're scared, right? Thank God, because they really should be using travel agents to begin with. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing the advisors, your members, are you seeing them have a different attitude?
So we've at TDC always been very strong advocates around professional fees and the importance to recognize the profession and the services and the value adds. So we actually had an evolution at TDC through the pandemic where we really kind of took it a step further with everything around service fees, really exposing more into detail the structure and the fees themselves, but to show the consumer the value. So have people and agents been definitely charging those professional fees? Absolutely. It's what we hear across the board. And you're right, we did hear about that yesterday as well. But more than ever, there's an opportunity to showcase this value and drive revenues. So for sure, we've seen a turn, I think, in that in the past year or two.
It's so funny because, of course, it's been beyond painful for absolutely everybody. And to see that there is something good coming out of the bad is you wouldn't think there'd be a silver lining, but perhaps this is the silver lining that we've all been waiting for. Everybody in the industry has been struggling with this for so long. For the consumer to understand this is a professional. They're providing their time. They should be compensated for it. I mean, it's crazy to me that they aren't. One of the things I want to ask you also is about luxury. This was a new shift. When I last was speaking to TDC, you're now moving very aggressively into that area. And talk to me about how these new steps are coming to fruition.
Yeah. So we've taken a firmer standing position, I think, around luxury, and we've been working at it for a couple of years. But one of the important steps we took last year was creating our Lux Expert program, which provides certification and allows a travel professional to even market around the whole Lux Expert. This program is supported by training. So we have Campus TDC, which is our internal platform for training, which is amazing, very engaging, numeric, different ways of learning. And Lux Expert is a 5-hour module. Now, luxury isn't necessarily for everybody, right? Because it's a specialization.
Right.
So you have to, evaluate, is this for me? Typically, the ones that we see and that we're bringing into this more structured program already had those luxury customers. So it's really, kind of structuring it with complementary training. And speaking of luxury, and I'm sure you know this, but a couple of months ago, earlier this year in the spring,
you joined Virtuoso.
We did join Virtuoso, and Lux Expert was part of the work, and kind of paving the path to that. But we're super proud, very excited. Talk about opportunity. Virtuoso is the reference worldwide. So our association with them obviously opens a lot more doors around that.
And are you finding that Virtuoso having the Canadian infrastructure right now is helping you work more closely with them?
Definitely. I mean, Virtuoso has put, I think in the past few years, a little bit more emphasis on the Canadian market. So building a team, they have dedicated people who work closely with our team, with the agencies to support. So that's definitely a great tool for us, great partnership.
That's great to hear. Great to hear. Now, often when people join and are in a new role at an organization, they want to put their stamp on it. What is your particular vision for where you want to take TDC?
So it's a good question. I've been on board only a couple of months, obviously.
Okay.
So for me, it's always important to really understand how everything works. You know, kind of do an assessment and then kind of take it from there and see, you know, where the future is going to take us. For us, the focus, I'd say, was obviously around the conferences because we have our event this weekend. We had the one last weekend. Focused shorter term for me is to really grasp the structure because there are different models. You know, our organization is complementary in the sense that we have our own corporate agencies. We have the members, you know, whether it's franchise or affiliates. We have an agent at home program. So lots that comes together. Priorities are relaunching, you know, and bringing back those business levels to, you know, similar to 2019, which we have great indication of. You know, the story's good right now. And it's really continuing to broaden the visibility of our brands in the market. We're coming into 2023, reactivating some marketing initiatives, really amping up the whole strategy. And then from there on, as we, you know, stabilize and look forward a little bit longer term, maybe we can talk again in a few months.
Okay. Are you seeing the bookings, the record bookings that a lot of people are talking to me about?
So great bookings, and it really is all across the board.
Yeah.
When I say levels very comparable to 2019, that is across the board. You know, whether it's your cruise, it's your South package, it's your FIT, there's demand all across. It's for, you know, 12 months, 24 months, it's for tomorrow. So there definitely is a trend and demand across the board everywhere. What we're always also seeing is just increase in, you know, the types of experiences.
Yeah.
So, you know, pampering, customers wanting to pamper themselves and go for the upgraded categories. So honestly, the story now is a good one, very good one.
You know, it's so good to hear because, of course, Transat is such a strong brand. And by the way, I thought that was absolutely brilliant to use the star in the Transat brand for the distribution side as well. It's sort of like a duh. Of course, we should be doing that, right? It's such a recognizable brand, particularly in Quebec. So I'm so glad to hear that it's back, it's strong, you're seeing the movement, and we'll be back working with you very closely. And I hope to see some growth in your numbers as well, because that's the other challenge, of course, is personnel. But I think that would be another whole half-hour conversation.
Yeah, another big topic, but we're actually tapping into this on this weekend. So with our conference, we always have an owners meeting on the Friday where we go over, you know, different things, updates on TDC, on Transat and such. And we're bringing in this year a great team from our HR, so people in recruitment and HR, just to really get people thinking creative on, you know, new ways of doing things and attracting talent and retention also. We talk about attracting, but we also have to put a lot of love and energy on our retention. So
yeah, you don't want to lose those good sellers.
Absolutely.
No. Thank you so much for coming in and initiating the couch. And
thank you.
Yeah, we'll start off with the blinkers and before we drive off, because that's very safe driving.
Okay. Okay, should I hold on?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.